Korea's current account surplus with China is heading downhill, with a figure down for the second straight year. That's no good news for Korea. It could very well spell trouble as Beijing accounts for about a quarter of Korea's total exports. Our Kim Min-ji explains why Seoul may need a new export strategy.
Korea's current account surplus with China is on a downward spiral. According to the Bank of Korea, the country's current account surplus with China came to $45.1 billion last year. That's down by almost 20% from a year ago and marks the second straight year of decline after a record high in 2013. Still, China makes up over 40% of Korea's total current account surplus, which sat at $105.8 billion last year. The central bank says a drop in exports of chemical products and display panels to China led the decline in the goods account surplus, while the service account surplus has also shrunk. On top of that, the Chinese government is shifting away from an investment-led growth model to one led by domestic consumption, giving Korean exporters a hard time. Data shows that Korea's exports to China came to $38.1 billion between January and April, down over 16% from the year before.
It's been a while since China has implemented changes to its economic structure, but Korea hasn't been able to keep up to target the consumption market effectively. Korea also needs to develop more consumer goods, as major export items still consist of raw materials or intermediary products.
But experts warn it won't be easy going due to the rising competitiveness of Chinese rivals, so they say Korea should focus on areas where it has a competitive edge, such as cosmetics, cultural content, and pharmaceuticals. They also urge Korea to diversify its export partners, as China's growth is expected to continue to slow. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.